Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in to today's information session regarding the current flooding situation within the Thompson-Nicola Regional District. Today is November 20th at 4 p.m. My name is Priscilla Kazarian. I'm the current acting information officer for the Thompson-Nicola Regional District's Emergency Operations Center. Before we get started, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge that we connect with many First Nations communities across our vast regional district. And today we're located on the Tecumloops to Secwepemc territory, situated within the unceded ancestral lands of the Secwepemc Nation. The TRD really appreciates the partnership that we have and respect the territory and beautiful lands on which we are meeting today. So today we have some information to relay regarding the flooding situation within the Thompson-Nicola Regional District. We have BC Hydro, Marianne and Greg on the line here to cover the updates on power outages affecting the TRD rural areas. We also have a written update, which I will be presenting today from the Ministry of Transportation regarding major highway closures and side roads. And then I will also be giving an update from the Thompson-Nicola Regional District's Emergency Operations Center at the end of our presentation. When our panelists, Marianne and Greg, begin to speak, I ask that you please spell out your names and say your official titles. And without further ado, I'd like to pass it over to you both to provide that update.
So much. Good evening, everybody. I'd like to start by saying that our hearts are with we're doing everything we can to rebuild our system and assist the recovery process. I'll spell my name and my title. Sorry, I missed that. It's Marianne, capital M-A-R-Y, capital A-N-N-E, space C-O-U-L-E-S, and my official title is Elder Engagement Advisor. I want to give your name and title as well, and then I'll go ahead with it. Can't hear you, Greg. I have Greg Jackson with me. He's the Senior Field Manager for the Southern Interior. First name is Greg, capital G-R-E-G. Last name is Jackson, A-A-C-K-S-O-N. So I'll go through the situation as it stands right now, and then we have some information about returning home and that sort of thing that I'll go through as well. As of this afternoon, we still have 310 customers remaining without power in the region. The majority of these, sorry, I'm hearing it's patchy. Is that any better? Okay, I'll speak louder. So we have 310 customers in the region remaining without power. Most of these customers are in the Merritt area. Yesterday, we completed an aerial assessment of Highway 8 between Merritt and Spence's Bridge. And we're now reviewing the damage assessment from that site. What we're seeing in our preliminary review is that the damage is quite extensive. Substantial sections of the highway have been eroded. We're missing about 70 to 80 poles in that area. And communication infrastructure has also been wiped out. The damage is extensive, and restoration planning and execution is going to take considerable time to complete. Earlier today, we also completed an aerial assessment of the area from Brooksmere to Merritt, including the Coquihalla corridor. And we're now awaiting the damage assessment from that site. Once we've received that information, we'll be able to provide a more in-depth assessment to you and give you an update on the damage and some preliminary estimates of how long it will take us to restore power in that area. We are actively working with the City of Merritt right now to assist with their planning and preparations in restoring critical infrastructure. We're also coordinating and actively working with MOTI along Highway 1 as part of the highway reconstruction efforts. For information on specific outages, the best source of information is our website, www.bchydro.com. You can also call us directly at 1-800-BC-HYDRO. So a little bit of information about what to do when you return home. So for folks returning home after an extended outage, we ask that you do a couple of things. So first of all, please avoid turning on everything right away. Turn on things slowly so that our system has a chance to stabilize. You're also going to want to check the supplies in your fridge, freezer and refrigerator. So generally, a full fridge can only keep things cold for about 4 hours. And for freezers, it's about 24 hours if it's half full, 48 hours if the freezer is full. And the Canadian Food Inspection Agency has some good information for more on food safety. You're also going to want to reset your clocks, timers, and alarms, and restock any items in your emergency kit that you may have used. I do want to talk about billing for a second. Well, customers that are affected by an evacuation order receive a bill credit from BC Hydro. If they're out of their home for 5 days or longer, so if the evacuation order is for 5 days or longer. We also have flexible bill payments if you're having trouble paying your bills after being evacuated. So there's no need to report to BC Hydro that you were evacuated. It's something that we proactively monitor. Will automatically apply to your account. But I will say that we do this after the event is over. It does take a while to process. So just for some context, folks in the summer who were evacuated due to wildfires got that credit in October. So if you don't see that on your next bill, that's why it's still being processed. Have any questions about that credit? Please give our customer service team a call. And again, that number is 1-800-BC-HYDRO. For any homes that may have been destroyed, and I understand that there were some homes that were lost, we will waive all electricity charges since your last bill. Again, that is automatic, no need to call us. And we will also waive the electricity reconnection charge for any residential customer that rebuilds their home if it's not paid for by insurance. And Greg, is there anything you'd like to add?
I'll just test. Can you hear me now? Yes. There you go. Okay. So I don't know if it was clear there. My role at BC Hydro is the Senior Field Operations Manager for distribution, so the poles and the wires side of the business. As Marianne has alluded to, we've been working continuously on our restoration efforts, excuse me, along the Highway 8 corridor, along Highway 1, and today with an aerial assessment out to the Brookmere, Coldwater, and Juliet Creek area. We were able to gain a lot of information today to start more in-depth planning, and we'll have some more detailed and clearer information to follow in the next day or so on our restoration efforts. I'd just like to point out that it's been quite a year for all, and the wildfire season that we went through and the restoration efforts that BC Hydro took. People may have things in their mind about how long restorations may or may not take. This situation is far different in nature, as we all can attest. The fires burnt things to the ground, but the ground was still there to work on and to reconstruct. And this situation has left places where there is no power line, no roads, no communications, and no stable and solid ground to work with right now. So what that means in short term is a lot of assessment, geotechnical review, and things of that nature in order to plan and rebuild. So I just want to put that out there that the restorations to date, we've pretty much taken all the quick wins. From here on in, there'll be substantial work involved for restorations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marianne and Greg, for coming today. We really appreciate you taking the time to go over that information. Thank you for all your hard work at this time. And yeah, so what we're going to do next is report out on major highway closures and side roads. Feel free to stay if you're interested, but we know you're super busy at this time. So if you have to sign off, that's completely okay. Thank you. So now I'm going to give an update on behalf of the Ministry of Transportation and Infrastructure, MOTI, regarding major highway closures and side roads. So firstly, this is on behalf of Jeff Knight from the Ministry of Transportation and Infrastructure. So Highway 1 in the Fraser Canyon is closed between Hope and Spence's Bridge still currently. Heavy equipment is continuing to clear debris. There is no estimated timeline for reopening at this time. Damage is extensive and plans are being developed for the significantly impacted areas. Highway 5 from Hope to Merritt remains closed. This will be a long-term closure due to the extent of the damage. Highway 8, Merritt to Spence's Bridge, is also closed between Merritt and Spence's Bridge. And again, damage is extensive and there is no timeline for reopening. Before I move on to the side roads, I do want to mention that Drive BC is the ongoing source for highway updates and current closures and conditions of all roads within the province of BC. With regards to side roads, Coldwater Road, there's 2 sections closed. There's washouts between Highway 5, Coquihalla, and Brookmere. Washouts between Merritt and Highway 5, Coquihalla, and the maintenance contractor working on both ends is working on both ends to reestablish access. Petty Creek Road is closed with alternate access. However, weight limits apply. Canford Bridge is washed out, and Flynn Row has temporary bridge set up over Spies Creek with a 5,000 kilogram weight limit. Gillis Road is closed to traffic. Kingsvale number 2 bridge, Undermine West Approach, foot traffic only. Currently, there is work continuing on this road. Patchett Road, there's temporary access via detour. Patchett Bridge is closed. Maintenance contractor work is currently underway. Sunshine Valley Road is closed as well. Roadway is washed out 100 meters west of Gavlin Bridge, and maintenance contractor is currently working on this area as well. Nikamin River Road is currently closed. The bridge is also washed out, and Flynn Row is working with MOTI to implement bridge replacement. I also have 2 information bulletins that MOTI, Jeff Knight from MOTI, would like us to share out today regarding Highway 7 and Highway 3, which was reopened yesterday. So the route to the southern interior of British Columbia is open for good movements and people traveling for essential purposes only. That's really key. Using Highway 7 and Highway 3. Drivers should expect sections of single lane alternating traffic on Highway 7 and 3 sections of single lane alternating traffic on Highway 3, which is east of Hope. It is strongly encouraged to wait an extra day or 2 to travel if possible. This will help the movement of essential goods on Highway 3. The ministry urges preparation and patience for those who are traveling for essential services on any roads within British Columbia at this time. With regards to Highway 99, is now open for people traveling for, again, essential purposes only, connecting to the lower mainland to Pemberton, Lillooet, and the interior. Again, it is strongly encouraged to wait an extra day or 2 to travel if possible. For drivers who travel for essential purposes, again, the ministry urges preparation and patience at this time. So for more information, we strongly encourage you to visit the Drive BC website and view the map as well as any details with regards to road conditions and closures, as this is the most up-to-date source for the time. So now we're going to move on to information that the Thompson-Nicola Regional District is looking to relay to the public today. So we will first touch on our alerts and orders. So this is a reminder, similar to what we had with the wildfire season as well. We do and have reactivated our interactive dashboard, which includes any alerts or orders that we issue throughout the Thompson-Nicola Regional District. I will share my screen now so you can see the dashboard. As you can see here, similar to wildfire, this is the interactive dashboard. We have included other municipalities and areas that have alerts and orders in place at this time. So I want to mention the darker red is the Thompson-Nicola Regional District alerts and orders. The darker red is the Thompson-Nicola Regional District's orders. As you can see, the slightly lighter orange is an alert area issued by another municipality and or agency, as well as the lighter red areas, including First Nations. So for more information regarding these areas, we highly suggest you reference the areas, either contact the Emergency Operations Center if active, and or reference their website for more information regarding alerts and orders within the surrounding areas of the Thompson-Nicola Regional District and neighboring First Nations and municipalities. As of right now, there are orders on for Brookmere, as well as the Highway 8 corridor north of the Nowatch Band, between Nowatch Band and Spence's Bridge, as you can see here. There are also other individual properties on order due to localized damage to those properties with the safety of residents in mind. We did rescind our alert, which was on which was activated earlier within the week for electoral areas M, N, and I. This was issued due to the risk of widespread flooding. However, this risk has subsided, so we were able to lift that alert, which was good news for that. So anybody can reference this interactive dashboard by going onto our Thompson-Nicola Regional District website and selecting. You can reference this by going to the current emergency orders, and the evacuation status map is here. You can also search specific properties if you're looking to find more information regarding specific properties. So I'm just going to stop sharing my screen here, and I'll continue on with some additional information. So regarding rapid damage assessment, so the Thompson-Nicola Regional District has currently deployed rapid damage assessment teams, which is also known as RDAs, rapid damage assessment, in the areas of Brookmere and the Coldwater Road area corridor. The RDA, rapid damage assessment teams, will be moving to the Highway 8 corridor when the area is safely accessible. However, at this time, it is not possible, but we will be moving into the Highway 8 corridor when this area is safely accessible. The focus right now is assessing damage on primary residents in order to safely allow re-entry to these properties in the future. The TRD is aware of extensive damage in the Coldwater-Nicola River corridor. With regards to current rescue missions, so the RCMP rescue missions for those who were cut off or stuck within damage affected areas, the rescue missions took place over the last few days and were completed yesterday for those residents who were who were wishing to leave. Cleanup and recovery assistance. So the province of BC has announced the program for disaster financial assistance, DFA, and the program eligibility for this. So the disaster financial assistance is a program administered by the Emergency Management BC in the province of BC. This disaster financial assistance is for individuals, small businesses, farms, charitable organizations who have been impacted by overland floods in British Columbia during the dates of November 14th to 16th. This is mainly for uninsurable losses, and is the main goal is to compensate for these unexpected and sudden uninsurable losses. The DFA, the Disaster Financial Assistance Program, again, is administered by Emergency Management BC. This program has been activated for the geographic areas of Vancouver Island, Southwest and Central, Southeast of the province, including First Nations communities, electoral areas, municipalities within these geographic boundaries that I've mentioned. So the DFA, the Disaster Financial Assistance Program, has a 4-step application process. The deadline for this DFA application is February 12th, 2022. This is really important, the application deadline. So for those of you, if you're on the call, if you're tuning in for our recorded session after the fact, if you're looking for more information regarding the DFA at this time, the Disaster Financial Assistance Program, you can go onto the British Columbia EMBC website, Emergency Management BC website, and looking for the Disaster Financial Assistance Program. You can also email dfa@gov.bc.ca. There's also a phone number, I will say it now, 1-888-257-4777, and this is a toll-free number. So again, you can email at dfa@gov.bc.ca, or you can phone at 1-888-257-4777. So this is information regarding current information on cleanup and recovery assistance. I do want to mention we are building our website with more information as the situation progresses. So information on our website can be found on the tnrd.ca website. We are creating a recovery information on our website under 2021 floods. Information about assistance is available to TNRD residents, including more information about what needs to be done and services that are available as the situation progresses. And more information will be posted as we receive it. Our thoughts and our condolences with the province of BC can be had, and we are very sorry and for what's going on in the province of BC at this time. We're thinking about our affected residents and our beautiful lands at this time, and we're really here to help. Our Emergency Operations Center is active. We are currently operating 7 days a week. Hours range from 8 in the morning till into the afternoon. You can contact us via emergency@tnrd.ca. You can also phone our EOC line at 250-377-7188. If you have any other questions, you can call that line and also email us. This really concludes as much information as I can give today. Our intent with these meetings are to hold them every few days to provide information to the Thompson-Nicola Regional District regarding the ongoing and efforts during this traumatic time for the province of British Columbia and the Thompson-Nicola Regional District residents. So that really concludes all I have today. If you have any questions, we also have a public question forum on our website. So please feel free to submit any questions that way. This will also help us provide more transparent and more accurate information for the residents of the Thompson-Nicola Regional District. Well, that's all I have today. Again, thank you for tuning in. We will ideally be hosting another public information session early in the coming week. Thank you.